Welcome back to a professional match of StarCraft 2. Now, what I've got for you today is a top-level game of Protoss versus Protoss. A couple of days ago, I posted an awesome Zerg versus Zerg between Zero and Dark, and then yesterday, a best-of-5 series between Beyond and Cure, so that was a Terran versus Terran. And I figured, what better way than to end this like mirror matchup mini-series than with a top-level game of PvP. So spawning here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, Death Aura, and playing with the blue Protoss probes, we have one of the highest ranked Protosses in the world, and his name is Zest. His opponent in the opposite corner with the red Protoss pieces, widely considered to be the strongest defensive player on the planet. We're looking at none other than Stat's main base. Now actually, would you look at that? Apparently Mr. Zest is sending out 2 probes already at this point in the game, and he's decided to go for a forge first. Now, I know that cannon rushes are very popular on the ladder right now, but at the pro level, I mean, you don't see them as often, I suppose, as you would on the ladder, but this is still a very potent threat. Now, I like this. He's creating a bit of a semi-wall right over here, waiting until the last fossil second, there we go, to seal in these probes of Stats as well. Now, usually one of the best ways to fight this kind of cannon rush is with your own forge as well, so you can fight fire with fire. One of the advantages of being the defensive player here is that you can make zealots, obviously, out of that gateway. There's a scout right now going around the main base as well, so at this point Stats knows that his opponent is well committed. So 2 photon cannons are coming up here on the low ground. It's gonna take a little while before this forge will finish up. Pylon actually on the back of the mineral line as well. That's probably here to power additional tech structures a little bit later on. Zest is desperately trying to get another photon cannon up right now instead of the main base of his opponent. This one is mostly just here as a distraction, I suppose, because he should be able to cancel that. There we go. Keep in mind, these 2 photon cannons here on the low ground do have high ground vision, which is super important because that means that all of these structures in the main base are vulnerable. Most notably, of course, that gateway. I don't know if they're going to be in range, though. No, I don't think so. I think that this photon cannon over here is out of range. Looks like that's just a little bit of worker harassment. Ooh, once again, Zest slides into the main base, but only gets 1 of those photon cannons up and no cancel this time around. Now, Stats really needs to start up a Cybercore soon. There we go. Okay. I was going to say, some of the Protoss players, especially on the ladder, make the big mistake right there of not starting up the Cybercore as the gateway falls. Then you have to obviously produce another gateway before you can continue onwards in this game. So, I mean, I think that this is well defended right now, right? I mean, there's not a very big chance that additional... Well, you know what? He could actually sneak into the main base again, but the photon cannon can clear most of this up together with the Zealot. At the same time, there is now a pylon going up on the other side of the map. So Stats does have double gas. Cybercore is going to finish up shortly. So at the very least, there's the option for him to continue with, for example, a Stargate or a Robo or a Twilight. I think more times than not, though, it should be a Stargate follow-up. Now, at the same time... Okay, put down your tech structure, please, sir. There we go. It is going to be a Stargate. At the same time, we do see Zest right now transitioning as well towards... Ooh, he actually snuck in one of these probes. But we see him transitioning right now as well towards a cybernetics core. And he already planted another pylon, another proxy, on the other side of the map as well. Ooh, I like this, actually. That gateway is in range of the photon cannon. That probe managed to, like, go all the way around the main. And he's going to continue cannon rushing right now. Okay. I don't think that was really supposed to happen, but this photon cannon was not capable of shooting down that probe, so the probe just simply walked in. Yeah, this is not ideal at all right now for Stats. If you can get a photon cannon up in this location, you can deny a lot of mining time. I mean, then only half of the mineral patches or so are going to be accessible. But look at this. The Stargate is finishing up on the other side of the map, and Stats is going to start chrono boosting. There you go. A Void Ray. Waiting until he was up to 200 minerals. He doesn't really need the gateway right now, Stats that is. Zealot is sneaking out as well. Apparently that one's going to be marching towards the other side. At the same time, actually, for Zest right now, we also have a Stargate going up on his opponent's side of the map. Looks like we're switching main bases. Now, that's 2 photon cannons the last time, or actually 3 photon cannons even. Last time I checked, I thought that was a pylon up there. Yeah, these 3 are going to be able to take care of the one just fine. So that means a lot of mining time is going to be denied here because all of those mineral patches on the right are going to be inaccessible. Well, you can mine from them, but you'll probably lose a bunch of stuff. Look at this. Now, I've been making videos about some cheeky Void Ray cheeses recently, right? And I've heard, actually, that apparently the ladder right now is completely filled with people going for those Void Ray cheeses. I think I should take that as a compliment, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry for those of you involved. This is... A bit of a different variant, but I mean, it looks a lot like it, right? So Stats already has got a Void Ray inside of his opponent's main base. Second one is going to be joining in as well. The probes are going to run on over to, I guess, the pylon or something? I don't really know. But at the same time, we already have Void Rays going up right now on the other side of the map as well. Stats decided to start up one of his own shield batteries, which is neat and all, but he's going to lose the main nexus here very shortly. And this bad boy over here is going to be able to stack up a lot of kills. There's really no anti-air for either player other than photon cannons, and then obviously Void Rays. This becomes a really weird game right now. I mean, it already was a weird game, but now I'm looking at this and I actually don't know what to think anymore. All of the structures inside of the main base of Zest are gone. He sent all of the probes towards the other side. He doesn't have minerals, however, to remake a nexus point, so I think that this is what he's got right now. If he can kill that one photon cannon, he might be able to destroy all of his opponent's structures. Neither player can actually rebuild a main base, so this becomes really, really awkward right now. It is 3 Void Rays, however, for Stats. There's no shield battery here, so, you know, he's going to have some problems in that regard, but I still think activating prismatic alignment there actually is a little bit greedy by Stats. He knows that those units must be coming back home. There is going to be a shield battery here for Zest on the low ground. Yeah, so he's target firing that as well. Well, actually, he decides to go for the pylon instead. That obviously works as well. That's going to supply block Zest right now, too. Oh my god. So Stats does still have a unit in the production tab in that way, but I think it comes down to the Void Ray battles, right? Like, the player with the Void Rays is gonna win. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so Zest does have 3 of his own... What the? This is so strange. He does have 3 of his own Void Rays too now, which is nice. He's got a lot more probes, but no way to actually mine. Oh my god. They're poking and prodding. It comes down to the person that gets the first hit in. I mean, the win condition in StarCraft 2, obviously, is to destroy all of your opponent's structures. Now, sadly for Stats, this counts as opponent structures, all of these bad boys over here. The same, however, can be said right now here for Stats, because he's got a Stargate on the other side of the map. So even though he's going to lose everything inside of his old main, that Stargate still counts as a unit, right? Or as a structure. And since there's a shield battery here... Oh, he's trying to open up more supply. Yeah, he's sacrificing the Zealot. Okay, he's sacrificing the Zealot to actually start producing another Stargate unit. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So he killed his own probe there and he killed his own Zealot just to open up 4 supply to start up another Void Ray. So... this is an advantage for Stats. But the thing is, Zest can force the draw if he wants to, right? Because, I mean, unless he decides to fight, if he decides to fight, he loses, right? For sure. He decides to fight, he loses for sure. If he can, however, fight on top of the photon cannons, I think that this is a draw. I'm not sure. So, hold up. I decided to download a translation thing on my phone. Hold up, guys. I'm a professional. I got this. Okay, so Zest asks right now, is it a draw? Question mark. And then we have Stats saying, I think so. Google Translate is pretty OP, man. Sounds like it is what Stats says. Draw, re. This is so silly. Oh my god. All right, well, there we go. Even though it says Stats is victorious right now on the screen, that is only because they are way too lazy to wait until the automated stillmate goes into effect. They've already agreed upon remaking the game instead, but there it is. Bit of a shorter match today, but I think that this is a spectacular one. I hope you enjoyed watching this game of top-level Protoss versus Protoss. Make sure to hit that like button down below, and if you really enjoyed it and you would like to see more, I mean, you don't have to, but you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well, so you can get notified as soon as future videos go live. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an awesome day, don't forget to smile, and I'll see you once again in the next one.